Hey y'all, welcome back to my kitchen. I'm Tammy at All About Living, and today we're gonna make some spare ribs in the crock pot. I've got it all set up for our side to go with our ribs, and we're just gonna have another old-fashioned fry bread. Simple, easy. I got a lot of work to do. So that's what we're having. I found some yellow sticker. Y'all know I love a yellow sticker. This one was marked down from $13.57 to $9.50. So, yep, that was a winner for me. Ingredient 2, Randy's butt rub, which we'll leave up here or down there, wherever he puts it. Make sure you go get that. That's what makes the meal. That's your only 2 ingredients. We're going to drop this in the crock pot and then come back for dinner. Let's get this done. We got to clean rabbit cages, clean out the chicken pens. It's fall cleaning time. Get this yard mowed. We have a full day today. So, on with the easy peasy. Now I did thaw these out last night. They've been in the freezer since beginning of August, I think. But it's first in, first out, and I always try to stay ahead. So it's rib time today. And be generous with this stuff. It doesn't cost that much to make, and it makes all the difference in the world. They just make the best ribs. Now we're just gonna drop them in the crock pot. In they go. That lid on there. Okay, we're gonna hit that slow cook button. It's gonna hit 6 hours, and we're going to work. See y'all in 6 hours. I'm back. My 6 hours are up, and I've got it all set up for our side to go with our ribs. And we're just going to have another old-fashioned fry bread. But this one is probably 100 years old, and I've always called them nibbles. I have no idea what they really are called, so we're going to go with nibbles for right now. And I'm going to show you the ingredients, and I'm actually going to call it out as I go, because this time I needed to half the recipe, because when I used to make it, and the original recipe was huge. Like, yeah, 4.5 cups of flour plus all these. Yeah, it fed my family, and it was great. But for just Randy and I, we're going to eat these things for 3 days at half the recipe. So I measured it all out. You're going to need 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose or bread flour, either one. A little parsley. 1/2 cup of green peppers. 1/2 cup of red peppers. 4 ounces of warm milk. 4 ounces. I dropped that to 3. 3 ounces of water. 1 tablespoon of salt. 1 beaten egg. 1 pack of yeast, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, half of this pack of feta cheese. I think that's like 4. Yeah, so 2 ounces of feta cheese, 2 green onions, 1 regular onion, and 1 regular sized potato. That's what we're going to need. And you are going to need some lard for frying. This recipe is over 100 years old. That's all they had was lard, so it makes it pretty and brown and tasty, and so use the lard. Okay, we're going to start adding ingredients to this bowl. I got 1 beaten egg. I got that 4 ounces of milk. Got 3 ounces of water. My 1 tablespoon of sugar, and my yeast. Whoops. Dropped it. And my half a teaspoon of salt. Okay, and we're just going to give that a little stir. Give that yeast time to activate. That's why you should use warm milk. I mean, and I didn't heat the milk. I just left the milk sit out so it'd get up to room temperature. That's really all you need. Okay, and we're just going to let that sit for just 2-3 minutes and let that yeast start to activate, and then we're going to add the flour. Okay, I've let it sit probably about 5 minutes, and I'm going to add my flour now, and you don't have to sift this flour, but you do need to do it like that. You don't want to pack it or anything like that. You just want a standard cup. Go in there, take your knife. And then about 1/4 of a cup. We're just going to guess at that 1/4. That's not going to make that much difference. Alright. Flour is in. Alright, now we're just going to get that mixed. And we don't want to over mix the dough. We're just going to make sure that it all gets wet. I think I'm going to go ahead and add just a little more water. That got thick, too thick. So I'm going to put 1 ounce of water, or as close to an ounce as I can get, because I think that's going to be the magic number. Alright, y'all, the mosquitoes out here are terrible tonight, I'll tell you. We may call these mosquito bread. Alright, that's what it needs to look like. Alright, it's all came together. That little bit of water is what I needed. That's what it should look like. Now we're going to cover it up and we're going to let it sit and rise for 30 minutes. We're going to get this saran wrap on here. Get it nice and tight. No, you have to do that anyway. Randy was saying because of the skeeters. No, it's not because of the skeeters. You need a nice tight fit. And let that yeast rise. At least 30 minutes. And then we'll be back. Alright. It's been almost 30 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and cut my veggies up. And get them ready to go into my batter. So let's get at it. Alright, we need really fine diced onions. You want this really fine, like you was making, like you was gonna put them in hush puppies or something. Don't want no big chunks. Okay. Got that. And that's all I need. Alright, you can set that other half of that onion aside and use it tomorrow. We're going to cut this little green onion. Same thing, little bitty. Now we need to grate 1 potato. So, 1 potato. Now my veggies are cut. My 30 minutes is up. I'm going to add this half a pack of this feta cheese. Now the original recipe, they probably didn't have feta, but that's what we're using. They probably used a cheddar or something, whatever they had available to them. There we go. We're going to add those peppers. I'm going to drain them first. They got a lot of water. Because they were frozen. Whoops. There we go. Put that in there. Gonna add the rest in there. Gonna put a little parsley. You can put as little or how much ever you want, or fresh. And then we're going to mix that all together. And I may have to do that with my hand. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and dive in with my hands so I can get that all incorporated. I really don't want to overwork that dough, so we're going to call that good. Now you're going to need a Ziploc bag because we're going to put this in the Ziploc and then drop it in little inch and a half, well actually 2 or 3 inch, probably, you know, about like that. We're going to drop it into the grease out of here, or a pastry bag. If you have a pastry bag, you can use it. Alright, I'm going to use my fish cooker. And I'm going to turn both of them on. I'm going to put them both on a medium, which would make it pretty much high for the whole thing. About like that. And I'm going to put about 2 cups of lard in there. Okay, I only got a half a cup scoop left. I used them all making my bread. This is a half cup scoop. I think I'm going to go ahead and that's a little over, this is a half cup scoop. So that's probably a little over a half. I'm just going to put 1 more of those in there and see if that's enough. I think I'm pretty heavy-handed with that half a cup. That looks like it'd be enough to fry some bread. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get this put in our bag, pastry bag, makeshift pastry bag. We're going to push it all to one side. Make us a pastry bag. See, isn't that cool? You don't have to go spend money on a pastry bag. Ziploc bag will work just fine. Alright, and we're going to cut that much off. I've made like a 1/2 inch slit in the bottom. And now we're going to test this oil and see if it's ready. And it is. Nice and golden brown. Get those out. Get another load in. Oh, they smell so good. Okay, my ribs are falling off the bone. Look at that. I'm not even going to be able to pick them up. Awesome. Look at this. They fell all to pieces. And this is our barbecue sauce. Or Randy's barbecue. This is Randy's barbecue sauce. And it's up there or down there, wherever Randy puts those cards. It's on the same video as the rub, so you can get both recipes off of the same video and make these banging good ribs. Alright, we're right over the top. Then you need extra for dipping.